Okay, a walk on the beach in Long Beach Island in June. Morning. How you doing? Good. Good. A little misty out here, and as you can see, the flags up again for the rip currents are bad. Been that way all week, week of June 24th. And today, we're taking another stroll. It's a little rough, not bad though. They installed these ramps here because now everybody has them little wagons that they use to bring all their beach goodies on board. As you can see, they got the flags pretty close together. The worse the rip current, the closer the flags are. But it seems like these little guys doesn't bother them as much. I'm going to walk on the sand, it's a little easier. Okay. That water is cold. A little misty out here today, but still nice to be down here. It's been changing all week. As cloudy and misty as it is now, within a few hours that mist will be gone and the sun will be shining. The wind will die down. Long Beach Island is one of the few beaches in New Jersey that has dunes like this, where when you get over the dunes you feel like you're on an island. And the other thing is there's no boardwalk, so for some people that could be a minus. I like it. It's just for enjoying yourself out on the nice white sand of New Jersey. Now, after rough tides, sometimes you can find some interesting things on the beach here that wash up. And these here are the jetties. Now, these jetties were installed years ago, and they thought it would actually help keep the beach, the sand down, but it was a mistake, because all the jetties did was sink, and it still took the beach out. They learned that the way the currents went, it did more harm than good. But after bringing in thousands of tons of rocks, it's going to be like that. They're going to just stay there. It's cheaper than digging them back out. And as you can, here's a sandpiper. Lots of them running around here. And seagulls nesting on the beach. All kind of neat little critters running around here. Pelicans, they stay out further in the ocean. They fish. You'll see dolphins swimming by, which I have shots of. And we'll put them up. Yeah, it's after 10 in the morning. Normally, this beach is loaded up, but because of this cold wind right now, I guess people are holding out until later today. And another thing is, if you're lucky enough to get a house on the ocean here, this sound lulls you to sleep at night. It's kind of relaxing. Yeah, nobody down this end. Now you can walk the whole length of this beach. There's a dozen or so different townships. Each one's different, and each one has its own rules. They're basically the same. But where we're at now is Love, or Beach Haven. It's kind of the hub where the markets, and there's amusement park for the Bay Village. And there is one of the entrances. You can see here where the sand, they built it up higher. So it's kind of different than down the other end. But this is where it took a pounding, and I mean, just to get up that hill, they actually cut out where the steps were. The beach took that. They do maintain it though. Every morning they clean it and do a really good job, I gotta tell you. As I said, I was to many of the beaches in New Jersey, and this is the one I do my vacationing at. Another nice thing about Long Beach Island is the crime rate is really low, and I imagine part of the reason is there's one bridge to come in and out. That's it. So if anybody's going to try to do anything, they better know how to get over that bridge. And even when you're over there, you can't go too fast because it's always heavy traffic. Now there is some spectacular homes along this beach. I mean, really nice homes. They are. They have every amenity you can think of. A few even have their own elevators in them. Some of them they rent out. And it's interesting, if you call a realtor, they can usually tell you, because they can give you a tour off season. You can't, of course, during the season. They're all rented down here. This place rents fast. But you can see there's some custom homes over the dune. And the view is spectacular when you're in one of them places. I mean, you can just spend most of your day looking out at the water, and if you like people watching, you can do that too. Now, I can see we have our mixture of regular flags, and looks like a Phillies flag on this one. How about that? You know, the Phillies are, as you know, the Philadelphia Phillies. And I'm from Philadelphia. That's my place. They have staunch fans, I'll tell you. They love their Phillies and their Eagles. One of them would only win finally, it'd be nice. As you can see, these people are hunkered down in their tents, blankets. Okay. Okay, now we're going north, by the way. This is north end of the island, and the further we're getting down, the heavier the mist seems to be getting. So as soon as I can find a place to walk. And here, boy, I can tell you right now, see that water? It is cold. And I know, because it just covered my feet. But still feels good. Okay. No, this end got washed out pretty good. I mean, I don't see an entrance left. They're all washed out. How about that? Now, I think tomorrow I'm going to go towards the south end. I don't think the south end got hit as bad, but this end is definitely yeah. It took a lot of the dunes out. But I got to tell you one thing about Beach Haven. If you come down to the beach, they have these dunes here, and normally there's a fence around them, but you can see here the fence was mostly washed out. Whatever you do not walk on the dunes, because I think that's worse than robbing a bank down here. They will get you, and they even have signs posted. You'll be required to go to a court hearing. And I guess you can't blame them. That's what the dunes protect, the beaches. As you can see up here, there's in the distance there's some fencing left, and there's the dune where there used to be fencing left. And again, this was an entrance, and it's gone. It's a shame. It's a shame YouTube don't have a way to let you smell the air. It smells so good. Now I'm coming up to a jetty that's actually more intact than most of the others. So in its originality, this jetty was huge down this end of the island. Yeah. As I said, here's mussels. They wash up on the beach along. There's a lot of neat shells, razor shells come up here, and of course clam shells and sand crabs. In fact, there's a little crab right there. He didn't make it. Let's see this guy. Yep, he did not make it. Well, it's all right. Plenty more where that came from. Yeah, I can see here where this beach got real short. Real short here. Okay, we'll go to this jetty, check it out. There's a lot of ocean life that live around these jetties too, by the way. They do serve a purpose for that. There's mussels attached, crabs hide in the crevices here. Sometimes you'll even see seahorses. But I don't recommend walking on them because they're slippery and they're dangerous. Oh, I can see it looks like there's still an entrance here. In fact, they put a pad down so you can walk up the beach here. And I'll show you. Oh, that's pretty cool. You'll see them. You'll see the ocean hitting. Let's take a closer look here. Oh yeah. I don't want to get too close. This camera's not waterproof, but there's a bulkhead that's still left. And there's that green algae that grows on there. And that's very slippery. As I said, people do and will walk out onto this thing, and that's when the ambulance shows up. Okay. Very cool. All right, now we're gonna walk up this ramp here just to give you a view of some of these homes once you get over the jetty. It's another thing. When you walk over the dunes here, sometimes you think you're in a different weather zone because it's calm as can be, and it could be warm or even hot. Whereas on the beach here, it's nice and cool. It's cool, but the sun keeps you warm. Okay, here is the tread. So these mats here can help people get up and down. And by the way, this sand it's unique. It is a soft, whiter sand. It's not stony. Like I was in Delaware, they have Diamond Beach, and it's like walking on razor blades. This here's nice and soft. And here's this mat. Oh, and trust me, you need a mat to get up here. And they have a railing. And here I'm coming up, and we'll check out some of the real estate here. Okay. And the bay is not far. The ocean and bay are just blocks apart from each other, which also makes it nice. And here you can see, here's what a dune's supposed to look like. Now, like, all these benches are dedicated to somebody. Somebody's paying for these benches. So if you want your name in LBI, just tell them you want to buy a bench on the beach. Here's some of the homes, gorgeous homes. I'm going to go down here and show you there's a wren in that tree. Oh, so the bay is straight down there. Unfortunately, in this exit, there's a house blocking the view of it. So we'll turn around now. We'll go out the other way. Now this part, it's good to wear sandals or some kind of shoe here because these stones are brutal coming up the ramp. But once you get to the sand, of course, you're going to take them off. So, and this is a nice little, they put up a nice little sign here. Oh, dedicated Kurt. How about that? 1960 to 2019. Well, good luck, Kurt, wherever you are, buddy. Okay. We'll go bit back down the ramp. Nice view of that jetty. The sun is just starting to burn off some of this mist. As you can see now, you can see a little further. And when it's clear at this end, you can actually see Brigantine. Well, you can see a building in Brigantine, but you get a nice long view. Hey, there's our jetty. Okay. And again, here's a view of the fencing. This is how this got torn up, and this is pretty tough stuff. I'll tell you. They sink these poles in, and there's a lot of wire and lat. But the erosion just tears it up. As they say, you can't beat Mother Nature. And we're going back down now. So I'm starting to see where I came from, whereas a little while ago we couldn't see that far in front of us. But you'll see it now. Yeah. Looks like our tide's coming in. Now the tide, at low tide, you can walk pretty far out here in this ocean. You can go pretty far as long as the lifeguards allow it. With the undertow, I mean, they're strict. They don't let you go too far. So we're coming back the way we came. Now I'm going to I'll leave this part going. Again, we'll be adding to this as the week goes on. Interesting stuff. So make sure you give us a like. Be nice, appreciate it, and subscribe, and you'll see we have all kind of interesting videos. And all right, talk to you later.